Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kwei Akuete of KonecktNow.com. We're joined today by Yasmin Chandani of John Snow Inc., JSI for short, and she will share with us her professional journey into the field of public health and international development. She'll also highlight the challenges and opportunities that are available to people in this dynamic field, and also share her advice with somebody who's looking to either switch careers or study in this field of public health and international development. So let's begin.
So I had always been interested in health. That was sort of a passion of mine as I was growing up, but I knew that I really was averse to blood and going into medicine. And I also wanted to give back to my country. I wanted to come back to Kenya, to Africa, and do something to help with the continent and development. And so international public health was the perfect sort of match for me, because it brought together those two things I was really interested in. Within public health, it's really wide as a field. So you can do epidemiology, you can do surveillance, you can get into policy. What was most interesting to me was the systems part of things. I tend to be a systems thinker and a systems person, and I like the idea of trying to put in structure, because where I work with public health supply chains and there isn't a lot of structure, and I think structure and processes add to efficiency, they add to effectiveness, and they help us move forward in performance. So for me, it was also a way to bring together those elements, from best practices from the commercial sector that I feel we could apply to international development today. So I think I'm going to tackle international development through the lens of public health. I think and maybe I'll talk specifically about supply chains for health, but I think generally in international development, it's a crowded space. And not everyone brings the same rigor to the table that one would hope. I think one of the biggest reasons development has become such a big industry is because there's so many donors, and the donors all come with different perspectives, agendas, and requirements. So that creates both opportunities and challenges. And I think it's important. Things are changing, and I hope they continue to evolve in a positive way. I think many donors are now realizing they have to invest more locally, less with organizations from their countries and more around local organizations, and help build capacity, not only individual skills but organizational development, and help create a marketplace here where the competition is sort of one of the factors that helps bring the standards and the quality up. More opportunities for talented, skilled, ethical, committed Kenyans, Tanzanians, Ugandans who, have talent and don't have to leave their countries to apply that talent and to get a good salary for that. The challenge is sometimes Kenya's a very fascinating place. The infrastructure in some ways is ahead of the structures and systems, so you can get really good internet access, for example, but trying to find the kinds of qualifications you're looking for, it's really difficult. So I think for public health, you have to care about people, and you have to care about the group of people, not the individual. I think to me that's the main difference between medicine and public health. With public health, you have to look at the systems effect, and you have to think about, okay, how do I change this at a systems level? How do I solve this problem at a systems level? So I think more people and thinking through patterns and trends. That's why, if you are someone who's a detective at heart, working in systems and working in groups is good, because you can look at trends, you can look at analysis, you can try and understand, are these individual symptoms rolling up to a trend I can see at the group level? And that's when you can design solutions to fit that issue that's bigger than just an individual issue. I think now with social entrepreneurship and different business models coming to play, I absolutely think we need people who care about business, who care about the bottom line, but who care about making an impact as well. And also where we hold the leaders accountable. There has to be better governance for international development to move forward. So, if you're interested in any of those angles, I think there's a lot of opportunity for growth in international development and public health.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yasmin, for joining us. And thank you for joining us here at KonecktNow.com. We'll see you soon.